the magician appears as the next step after the fool, guiding us from openness into conscious creation. Where the fool steps forward without knowing the outcome, the magician pauses and begins to shape intention. This card speaks softly but confidently, reminding us that awareness, focus, and presence have power. The magician invites us to recognize what we already hold and how it can be used with care. At its core, the magician represents manifestation, personal power, and the ability to turn ideas into reality. This card is about alignment between thought, action, and purpose. It reflects the moment when potential becomes directed. Unlike the fool's innocence, the magician carries awareness. There is an understanding here that choices matter, and that energy follows intention. The magician reminds us that we are not separate from our circumstances. Instead, we are participants in shaping them. This card reflects confidence, not arrogance, and skill, not control. It speaks to the quiet strength that comes from knowing your abilities and trusting yourself to use them wisely. The magician's energy is neutral by nature. It reflects how intention shapes outcome, rather than whether that outcome is good or bad. This card asks for awareness of how influence is used, both by ourselves and by others. When clarity and integrity are present, the magician creates. When they are not, its power can feel confusing or misdirected. In many traditional tarot decks, the magician stands behind a table, displaying the 4 symbols of the minor arcana: the cup, the pentacle, the sword, and the wand. These represent emotion, material reality, thought, and action. Together, they suggest that all elements are available. Nothing is missing. The magician does not need to search outward for tools. Everything required is already present. One hand of the magician often points upward, while the other points downward. This gesture symbolizes the connection between the inner world and the outer world. It reflects the idea of, as above, so below, showing that thoughts, intentions, and beliefs influence lived experience. The magician acts as a bridge, translating vision into form. Above the magician's head, an infinity symbol is often shown. This represents limitless potential and continuous flow. It suggests that creativity and energy are not finite. When focused with awareness, they renew themselves. The magician's posture is calm and steady, reinforcing the idea that true power does not rush. It is deliberate and centered. When the magician appears upright in a reading, it is a sign of clarity and capability. This card suggests that now is a time to act with intention. You may be in a position where your skills, resources, and understanding align. The magician encourages you to trust your ability to initiate change and to move forward with confidence. Upright, this card often appears when communication, planning, or creative effort is required. It can signal a moment when your voice matters, or when focused action can lead to tangible results. The magician does not promise instant success, but it does promise potential when effort is directed with awareness. This card also speaks to authenticity. Upright, the magician asks you to be honest about your intentions. When you act from alignment rather than manipulation, your efforts tend to flow more naturally. This is power rooted in clarity, not force. When the magician appears reversed, its energy becomes blocked or distorted. Reversed, this card can suggest self-doubt, scattered focus, or difficulty following through. You may have ideas, but struggle to act on them, or feel disconnected from your sense of confidence. In some cases, the reversed magician can point to misuse of power or manipulation. This might involve miscommunication, unclear intentions, or acting in ways that are not fully aligned with your values. Rather than creating, energy may be leaking or misdirected. The reversed magician gently invites reflection. It asks where clarity is missing, or where confidence has been replaced by hesitation. This is not a sign of failure, but a signal to slow down and reconnect with purpose before moving forward again. In a career or work setting, the Magician upright suggests skill, initiative, and opportunity. This card often appears when you are being noticed for your abilities, or when you are in a position to influence outcomes through communication and action. It supports leadership, entrepreneurship, and creative problem-solving. Upright, the Magician encourages you to trust your competence. It may be time to speak up, pitch an idea, or take responsibility for a project. Your knowledge and experience matter, and using them consciously can open new paths. Reversed in work or career, the Magician may indicate feeling underprepared or overlooked. You might doubt your abilities or struggle to express your ideas clearly. This card can also warn against workplace manipulation or misrepresentation. It encourages you to act with integrity and to regain focus before committing to major decisions. In a financial context, the Magician upright suggests resourcefulness and mindful planning. It points to the ability to manage money effectively through awareness and informed choices. This card can indicate new financial opportunities that arise through skill, communication, or initiative. Rather than sudden gain, the Magician emphasizes intentional action. Budgeting, learning, or strategic planning may help turn potential into stability. It's a reminder that confidence with finances grows through understanding and conscious effort. Upright, the Magician encourages honest expression and presence. It suggests that love grows when both people show up consciously, sharing thoughts, intentions, and effort. This is a card of connection through clarity. Reversed in relationships, the Magician may point to miscommunication or mixed signals. One or both people may feel unsure about intentions, or there may be an imbalance of effort. In some cases, it can indicate manipulation or emotional confusion. This card invites openness, honesty, and a return to clear communication. As a reflection, the Magician asks you to consider where in your life you already have what you need, but may not be fully using it yet. Notice where focus, clarity, or confidence could help turn intention into action. You might gently ask yourself what it would feel like to trust your abilities and act with purpose. If this exploration of the Magician resonated with you, take a quiet moment to reflect on which part stood out most. The Magician reminds us that awareness is the beginning of creation, and that each step forward is shaped by intention.